Sir, the Border Gavaskar Trophy is underway and it is much anticipated. If you ask me, it is a kind of series which we circle in the calendar. We adjust our schedule around that series only so that we don't miss the action. Sir, as a traveling fitness coach in 2008 to 2013, I want to know your experience from a fitness angle. You just mentioned that we are poles apart from how we approach sports science in India as opposed to the foreigners like Australian, England, South African and New Zealand. Sir, so I wanted to know from a first-hand experience, your 2008 Down Under series or 2011-12 series. So what were the differences you felt from our preparation as opposed to an Australian team cricketer's preparation?
So the thing is, there are a lot of variables which you need to consider before making a huge statement on that. The thing is, we had legends at that point of time, from Viru to the Gautam Gambhir, Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni, all those Rahul Dravid, Lakshmans, Zahir Khans, Yuvraj, Harbhajans, Ashitera, you name it. All those people, top-notch people, and the professionals were there. They were also getting into the groove, on fitness, because there is a transition which was happening at that point of time. Andrew Lepus came in, Adrian Lero came in, they started to develop these sort of protocols, and then I took it to the next level, incorporating a lot of other things into the system. So there was an evolution process happened over a period of time, and Australians and England and South Africans are way ahead as far as research is concerned on the fitness aspect of it, or injury prevention and cure, etc., or recovery aspect of it. They are minimum 40-50 years ahead. Let's not beat around the bush.
40-50, sir?
Yeah. Because yes. We can talk till the cows come home, boss. Huge amount of research and data they have about their athletes, and we copy from them and try to apply.
How even the certifications are theirs. NSC,
exactly. We don't have any data for Indian athletes. We don't have any data for Indian players still. Where is the data? So what happens is, you're dependent on other person's research and data for your own players. How can it be? It cannot. There is a huge void there itself. Then you cannot call yourself so-called, none of us can call ourselves so-called super experts or trying to be a game changer. I did this for the Indian team. No, sorry. The wheel was already invented. Not that no point reinventing a wheel. You have to reinvent the wheel constantly, because what invention was done in Egyptian time may not be suited for Formula 1. So you have to reinvent the wheel. That, to a larger extent, I did during the course of time. Introduce a lot of new things, from specific fitness testing angle, specific training methodologies, etc., which was never revealed to the public. Basically, that time social media was not there. I didn't have Instagram account or Facebook account to put all those things. No, I was not keen on that also, because certain things have to be sacrosanct. It has to be kept within four walls because of NDA involved, etc. There was a huge difference because there were not many gyms at that point of time in the hotels and other things. So we need to adjust accordingly. There was a hotel gym, It was not a hardcore professional center. Now things have changed. Everywhere you go, it's huge gyms are there, fabulously equipped, and sports science centers, etc. Anywhere in the world you go, even in India, most of the cities have very good gyms. Even the hotels have fantastic gyms, which was not the case 20 years back or 15, 18 years back. Things have evolved in the last 10 years, 10, 15 years. And it's a very, very good sign. And it's a very good thing for the players and very good thing for the support staff, for them to plug and play rather than think out of the box and scratch their brain and use their grey matter.
Yeah, exactly. Sir, that squad was called Invincibles, if I'm not wrong, because the players they had, the Australian team I'm talking about, like Mitchell Johnson, Brett Lee, they were like intimidating figures, personalities also, and from a body angle also. They were fit, they were bulky, they were tall, they were broader, and we Indians were not up to the mark. As you said, we were decades apart from the sports science angle. But from a preparatory angle also, I could see as a small guy also that there was a small squad, Indian squad here, and there was bulldozers there. So I want to know how you attack such players. Like if there is someone who is 6 feet height and is coming at full pace bowling at you, and you are a Sachin Tendulkar who is a 5.5 feet high. How you go toe to toe with the terms of fitness, physicality, and other mind games involved?
That's a good question, actually. Size doesn't matter in cricket. In cricket, maybe it matters in combat sport or contact sport, rugby or AFL or soccer or NFL or NBA. For in cricket, it doesn't matter at all. Somebody like Sachin Tendulkar, I'm a hardcore Sachinist.
Same
I'm
here.
not ashamed
Same
to
here,
say
sir.
that.
So we are in the fan club.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
I am being very open and candid about if Sachin would have been playing now, you'd be scoring 100 in every match.
Yeah.
The quality of bowlers who is there.
Agreed.
Please, let me be very, very
Agreed,
open
sir.
about it.
Agreed, sir. Fully
And you would have scored 200 hundreds.
Yeah.
And imagine Viru and Gauti, all those people now. They all used to prepare themselves mentally and physically from the nets onwards. Amazing preparation. Whether it's a test match or a one-dayers or a World Cup or a Champions Trophy or a T20, you mind it, they all played all formats of the game. All of them played all formats of the game.
Two squad. There was only one squad. Yeah.
One squad. How did they manage? They didn't have enough support. So we didn't have 2 physios or 3 physios or 2 strength, 1 strength specialist, 1 conditioning specialist, 2 massage specialists, side arm throw, etc. Nothing was there. Only 3 or 4 of us were there. How do you manage? People should understand that. It's not a question of blowing our own trumpet. It's a question of being efficient, doing what we are supposed to do to the best of our knowledge and ability. So having said that, the preparation, what the top players did was unbelievable. You have to see it to believe it. Hours together they play in the nets. They bowl. Zach and all, you take the ball, he'll bowl. They finish bowling, go to fielding and come back and bowl again. Or a Sachin for that matter, bat, then take a break, then come and bowl in the nets. Or Viru for that matter. Rahul Dravid, no, unbelievable. He will stick on to one net pitch, 1.5 2 hours there. Lakshmans and Dravids and others. They go for the fast bowler, then for the spinners, etc. Amazing. Their preparation is absolutely mind-blowing. Very, very professional, like a Navy SEAL. Spot on. Oh, really, it really amazes me what sort of mindset those people had facing the quality bowlers at that point of time. Every country had 2, 3 tearaway fast bowlers, apart from remarkable spinners at that point of time. How did they play? How did they manage? How did they tackle the entire situation? Wow, absolute. It's a wow factor, to be frank, looking back now.
Yeah. Sir, I want to talk about the genetic advantage of foreigners as opposed to our Indian cohort, because I have seen that there is a height difference, clearly we can see. But there is also, from an athletic fitness angle, there is a disadvantage for Indians in terms of type of fibers we have, the composition we have, and also the socio-cultural diet and nutrition aspect of each and every individual from India. So I want to cover that portion, that can sports science overcome that bridge, which is genetic bridge, which we say, the genetic disadvantage and the genetic advantage for Australians.
Yeah, absolutely. There are genetically, the colored people are more thicker fiber than the Caucasians, and Caucasians are more thicker fiber than the Asians. Genetically we are different, but it doesn't matter to a larger extent when you are competing. If you are able to identify talent and groom them over a period of time, for that, sports science plays a very, very, very important role, and the support staff. Those who are involved in that. You need to have the right people at the right place rather than wrong people at the right place or right people at the wrong place. In India, to be very honest, we have right people at the wrong place and wrong people at the right place. Not that we are bereft of talent. Absolutely amazing talented people we have. We keep telling this every Olympics or every big tournament. We have bench strength. Bench is only getting stronger. So we need to groom that. We need to groom those athletes. You need a long-term athletic development plan. We cannot, you need to give them gestation period for them to grow, for them to shine. Nobody has got patience here.
Sir, I want to come back to the BGT, which you mentioned, that the preparation difference. I want to know, what was the fitness preparation difference? You are the strength and conditioning coach. Sir, so you have seen both the sides of it, the home side as well as the away team also. So let's take an example of the famous 2008 series. We had won a Perth match, right? In that series, Perth or Sydney, if I'm not wrong. Sir, so what was the difference? It was captained by Anil Kumble, if I'm not wrong. And there was a controversial angle of Harbhajan also. We'll not go into that. But still, We were toe to toe for the first time. A subsequent of that series, we have always been intimidating as they were. But that was the first change which I observed.
That was a game changer in a lot of ways.
Exactly. That was a
Yeah, that led, actually 2008 led the team in self-belief that we can do it.
The benefits were reaped by the Virat Kohlis of the world afterwards.
Yeah, because 2009, 11, Virat Kohli came into the team. 11, 12, that thing. 2008 was actually a game changer because Ishant Sharma, Irfan Pathan.
I wanted to cover that only because Ishant Sharma was going at Ricky Ponting at every test series. I think he had the maximum.
Amazing bowler.
And
amazing
that was the
bowler.
first time when Indian had the confidence that we can go toe to toe with the pace, like 150 kilometers per hour pace, and we can just get them out in the slip cordon, which was really like a dream for an Indian traveling team.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And the team, I think Monkey Gate made everybody come closer and fight it. And aggression is not only for Australians, boss. It doesn't mean we had a controlled aggression. If you sledge Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, if somebody sledges, thank you. You will lose 2 to 3 inches of your height. Bowling the whole day. That's what happened to Glenn McGrath or Shane Warne. Please, I mean, we are tougher mentally. And it was not to show that aggression, pumping fist and throwing everything, all those things that never happened those days. Because we had a controlled aggression. Even during the World Cup in 2011 or any of those. In 2013 when Australian came here, we gave them a drubbing, 4-0. It's all about team camaraderie, what you do in the dressing room, how the skipper motivates you, how the team comes together in the hour of crisis. The pride in playing for the country is amazing. All these things before IPL, no? Now, playing for the country is such a pride. You know, wearing the India t-shirt and being there as if we have won a $1 million lottery for people like us in the support staff. You know, at that point of time, being the first Indian to be there, you have to set a tone because players have to trust you. If they don't trust you, nothing would have followed after me. No Indian would have come in. You need to set the trend. You need to set the trust. You need to set the protocol that your things are set, the process and protocols in place that we can also do it. It's not the white man who's obviously they have more exposure, more research and other things. But within our frame of reference, within our frame of space, what we can do, we did the best at that point of time. Setting up diet regimes, setting up logs for workload management. I'm talking about 15 years back. So we are talking about workload management now. That was done long back. So it is nothing new. Now it's number data with electronic gadget. That time it was handwritten. It was very good, and the players absolutely never had any problem with with the legends of the game. They all embrace fitness beautifully because end of the day, fitness can be very boring and very repetitive, very pedantic. Make it interesting, make it different. Variety is the spice of life. That's why I segregated batsmen, bowlers, fast bowlers and spinners, wicket keepers separately. This was 2008-9 because needs are different.